Yes, I am alive. I was just sorting out my PlayStation. Anyway, guys, um, unfortunately, I did miss the first race of the season, which was in Jeddah, and that was won by a Mr. I can't remember now. I was overslept, and I'm sorry. Anyway, welcome to Bahrain, Division 3, Race 2 of Season 3 in Division 3. I'll be a commentator tonight, and hopefully for the rest of the season, if I don't miss any more sessions, which I'm planning on not doing. Anyway, here we are. I will check who won last race, by the way, if I can find my phone. Obviously in pre-season I had a run down the grid talking about everything. It was almost like my little pre-race show, but it was qualifying show, because obviously I can't do what Bog and Noah do for Division 1. It would be a bit lonely if it was just me talking to myself. Anyway, I will check who won. Hopefully I get someone telling me what the weather's like, but I don't know. Also, I'm extremely sorry if you hear my PlayStation. I will try and move it later on if I think it's getting annoying after quali. I'll try and rearrange it, because I know it's a little constant buzz in the background, and obviously I wouldn't like you guys hearing that. Just standing. Oh, they changed it, didn't it? So Abrasive won that. Abrasive. I think it was Abrasive. Yeah, here he is in the Haas. And then second place was Blue Fox. Third, Gangster. Fourth, Billy. Fifth, that's Evan, right? In there. Yep. Sorry, it's a bit blurry. Sale, then Stewart, then the Ferrari. The Williams guy. That's funny. Okay, anyway, we know who won now, so I can mention that as well. Fox, Gangster, and Abrasive. Yeah, won. Should probably get to the people who are on outlaps. Who's the person around the track? I think we'll be Hammer to set the first lap, right? Yes, we'll go on board with him. I will try to show it Eskelis, don't worry then. Okay, where is he at the moment? He's on his outlap. Either on the straight or the back straight. Hammer gets a decent... Sector 1, ooh, goes really wide on that apex. That's going to slow him down, I think. Unless I just looked at it at the wrong angle. Anyway, as per request, this is not Eskelis. That is Eskelis coming down the main straight. Shall I comment on a lap done by him? I'll get a full racing line to... Actually, tell you what, something about Skelos. He was my Division 1 teammate in Class D when he used to have classes. It wasn't actually that long ago, was it? In August. I remember he was just very fast compared to me at the time. Cool story. Anyway, let's go Razzie. Clap. Anyway, where is... I think our Hammer is coming up to a bit of traffic. Everyone's on a hot lap. Hammer, says a 127A, expecting to be beaten. The pole time assuming to be in the low 126s, I assume, by some of our extremely fast drivers. There we go. Guna sets a 127.4. Cell goes faster. We're almost creeping into the 126s with a 127.0, 121, 127.1 for really. ASC sets a 127.5. Reaper sets a 127.7. Reluke with the 128.5. Sure, he'll go again. Abrasive sets a provisional pole at the moment with a 126.5. Eon Dunn sets a very fast time of a 126.8. And the Skelos amount we were on board with, I think he's going to go for another flying lap. It's 126.896. I think that's everyone who set a lap, and obviously Evan, who I assume will be going again with a 129.3. Fox Stewart splits the undone and abrasive for the 126.791. Scala's coming into a bit of traffic here as he sets his lap. We'll go with someone who's just gonna only I saw a comment on Rossi here in the Alfa Romeo. I don't remember seeing him pre-season, but obviously I missed the first race, so I don't know. As he finds the penultimate corner at the moment. Where is he? Yeah, it's the penultimate corner because the little tiny kink on the straight isn't. And we got a yellow flag on Mercedes. Billy's set to 128.3 and missed that. Who else at time? The Williams driver, whose name I can never pronounce, 128.6, and Rossi. I'm probably absolutely butchering that name, but he set a 126.741, exactly half a tenth quicker than Stewart. I think he's also going for another flying lap. Who else on a flying lap? I think Guna's going again. Is he, or do you set a fast lap? I don't know. Used to race with Guna in Division 5, good times. I think he still does race in Division 5, it's just a reserve role for him. Fox Blue on the mediums, I didn't actually check that, should we get that up? Now, detail tyres. So, Billy setting a time on the tyres, trying to get through on the tyres. Fox obviously setting a time as well, and Lucas setting time on the mediums. They're the only people who do so far. Ferrari's coming across the lines on RPM here. He's going to come across the line. What time does he put? Puts himself P12 with 127.667. No, who's that across the line? Guna is going to the pits. Razi, I'm assuming is going to the pits, yeah. And then everyone's coming out for their second run now. Well, a few people are coming out. The McLaren, a Alfa Romeo, and I assume a that's mine, yes. Might ride on board with Sale for a lap he does, because maybe he was very fast in Portimao. The only thing I have to go off of Portimao, which is 2 weeks ago, I can barely remember that. Obviously, I know a lot of these. I know a lot of these drivers because I raced with a few of them. Also know Hammer and Luca, both in Division 6. Obviously, I know you guys probably heard this a million times from the other commentator. Well, Bogorowski says thank you. A shout out to him, brilliantly covering my miss in Jeddah. But I'm sure he had a blast commentating. We'll see if Fox Blue and Billy decide to go out on a sauce. I assume they will because they are not top 10. Yep, Fox Blue changes. And yeah, only person on our lap is the Ferrari at the moment. And then a Ferrari of RPM. And the next will be the McLaren of Sale. I could have gone 2 places up, but no, all the way down. Oh, misses the apex of the turn a slight bit. Could have got the corner a bit more personally. Turn 2, but I'm always very careful of that turn because I always spin out. Uses all the track. Perfectly hits the apex there. Uses a bit of curb. Oh, and spins. I didn't actually know that part of the track was there until I spun on it. That's unfortunate for him. When you run it wide, there's like a slight bump, and if you're applying too much throttle, you go over. It doesn't grate. It goes up the little bump. The tyres don't gain the grip, and then you try to put too much throttle down at the same time, and then spinning out. Unfortunately for him, we'll get back on a lap that he does next time. We'll go on board with. Ian Dunn and Stewart here. Both of them because they're just in front of each other. Purple sector 1 set by Stewart, so it's a purple sector 1 set by Eon? No. I say Eon, it's probably Elliot, isn't it? Oh, going over the curbs there on the exit turns. 5. His laps are going to be cancelled till he gets to the start finish straight, and we'll go again. But Stewart's still on. He's looking for 2.5, just yeah, about 2.5 attempts to take provisional pole at the moment from Abrasive. We'll see what he gets now. Oh, by 3 attempts is perfect. He's got to keep it through 2 corners now. As Billy and Fox are both out now on the medium tyre. And he's going to cross the line. Will he set provisional pole? Yes, he does with the 126.4. Abrasive on the 126.5 is going to have to find only 800ths, I think. Yep. Who else is that? Skelos also on a lap. I'm assuming he's actually just improved up to 3rd. Jon Dunn goes for his 2nd attempt. I think we'll watch someone else. Nixon puts in a 127.3. Good lap for him in the Haas. Obviously, see if he can back his team up. Just find another couple attempts on maybe this lap. ACS up by 13 thousandths apparently. And here we'll watch Finn, who's going the pole. Who gets out of the way for the Red Bull here. Up by around a 10th. Oh, just misses the curb there. Doesn't use all the track on that turn, which I know you can do. Rides on the curb there. I didn't decide to do that. And faster goes Fox Blue, the 126.2. Should have expected it really. Who else to cross the line? Eskelos is going to cross the line, I think. Yeah, but he's down by 1.7 seconds. He'll be going into the pit to get some new tyres on. Mercedes coming across the line of Billy. He's at a 126.4. Those mediums really slowing him down. Now he's only 2.5 tenths off provisional pole. Fox Blue setting a great lap there. Jon Dunn moves 1 place up, beating Rassi there by improving by 1.5 tenths. The Red Bull of Finn is going to cross the line now. Where will he go? He goes up to 8th. Those medium tyres also slowing him down with a time of 126.962. Guna coming across the line as well. I think that was behind him. As Reaper spins on the turns 13, I think it is, which we just saw to, and his car almost flipping over there. It's a big crash there, obviously. Just during the factor sector and everything continues as normal, but that was still quite a large crash. I think he must have hit the curb. As you can see, ACS slowing down a lot of his lap. Well, slowing down on because putting back go for a lap now. Recharged ERS. And who's that across the line? V Elliott's going into the pits to get some new tyres, and they'll all go again. McLaren's coming across the line. A Sale. Never mind, he's also going into the pits. There is Skelos crossing the line? No, that was ACS crossing the line. He goes, I think he stays where he is on those 3-lap-old tyres. Might be transferring the pit. A lot of clean air in front of Skelos at the moment now. Jon Dunn, oh, just a lot of curve there. I think he already had him validated before that, so he'll go into the pits as well. Whose tyres are newer and on an outlap? Stewart's on an outlap, Skelos on an outlap. Gunas comes to the pits, Finn's also going into the pits. The Williams driver coming down the back straight now. But he's on outlap, so he will start. I never actually know how to say his name, so I would genuinely need someone to tell me how to say his name. Would be greatly appreciated. Mwali. It's out. Oh, goes off a lot. Misses the braking zone completely at turn 1 there. I think that ruins Williams' driver's lap here. I think he should really save everything and go again, unless he thinks he can improve a lot. next time. Anyway, Ferrari comes across the line. That is an improvement for RPM, but I don't think he moves up any places. Now ACS is going to cross the line. He's going to pit, see if he can get out in time to go for some new tyres. And Gelos starts off his lap. In front of him is Saline out lap. Yeah, and RPM is obviously just set a lap, so we'll run him over with Skelos again. As he sets his lap now. Perfectly hits the apex there. And then he goes into turns 5 and 6, I think this is, and then turn 7 here, where the McLaren is just, should hopefully politely move out of the way now, which he does. Gets a good exit. A tricky braking zone of turn 10 here. Perfectly picks up the throttle, rides a bit on the curb, but depending on how good his exit was. Oh, there's a lock curb there, which is actually probably better for the entry. Perfect. Does it tell us how much he's up by? I didn't really look. Half a temp he's up by. Oh, I think he could have taken a bit more curb there, maybe help him rotate the car. All he needs a tenth, and as a Williams driver retires, that's a shame. He needs like a tenth and a half really to move up a place here. But abrasive. Goat Kelos is going to come across the line and stays where he is because he was slower, but I think he's going to go for a second lap, but he also has time to slow down and recharge, go for another, because there's a lot of cars in the way now. As Sale starts his lap, Luca's going to come across the line soon, so we'll watch him. Who's also going to cross the line? Stewart's going to cross the line. He's going faster by 1.5 tenths, so he took a lot of curb when I came to him, so he might have slowed him down. He goes pole with a 126.1, that's a 2.88 improvement. Really, Luca comes across the line, improves by 0.224, puts him 8th. Great to see him. Beaten by Evan, I think, who went up there, above him. Eskelos up by 1.5 tenths now. That's enough to put him into 4th. I think he's going to want to find another 2 tenths. Really, he's going to want pole, so he's another 5 tenths ish. But I think he can probably find another tenth and a half, maybe. So putting in P3, P2 is what maybe he's looking at. A lot of cars ahead of him now. Hopefully his teammate doesn't get in the way. No, gets out of the way perfectly. The Red Bull here should hopefully get out of the way. Questionable, but I mean there's some dirt, yeah, that is enough to throw off a Skelos. Maybe he gets a slipstream here for a tiny bit, but he doesn't, and it could ruin his lap. Maybe a little bit put him off. Anyway, everyone's starting their lap now, so we'll ride on board with Rahi. I think he's flying. Never mind. Is he? He's down. No, we'll switch to someone who could be up. Finn, who's riding in the pack at the moment, 10th. His teammate currently 2nd. Gonna want to back him up in the dirty area of ACS. Maybe should have banked off a bit before his lap. Don't know if he's really getting in the way. He really seems to be close though, and maybe actually gaining on ACS. Stewart comes into the pit, so he will not be setting another lap, but as he retires respectfully out. Who went up there? Guna, I think. Yep. Goes up. He'll be going again because he can. No money can't. He's finished. Evans out. Right, he's out. Vila Luca's out. Finn's still on a lap. So is the people in front of him. Who is that? Is that the next one that goes along? It will be. The Haas, then the Red Bull, then the other. Gonna be a Skelos again, right? Okay, cool. We want to go on board with. Next time he puts his car into P10 with 126.8, and Skelos is obviously down by 23 seconds. I doubt that he's going to be doing anything. Rielli is going to cross the line up. Where can you move his car? Stays 14th for the 127.108. Another Hash driver comes across the. Oh no, next one. No. Abrasive that was. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Abrasive improves by 0.341. It's enough to put him into P3 above Billy there, so Nice is on for a podium shot here now. Who's still left? I think that's everyone actually. That's an end to qualifying with pole being taken by Stewart, wasn't it? I think Stewart takes pole with 126.1. The Red Bull Fox Blue close behind with 126.2. 5 thousandths behind Fox Blue is Abrasive, your Jeddah race winner, with a 126.2 as well. Billy just missing out on the top 3 by around a tenth and a half. Here with a 126.3. Then Eon Dunn 5th, Skelos 6th, Guna finishing 7th, Evan 8th, Razi I mean 9th, next in 10th, Finn 11th, Relay Luca 12th, 13th is Sale, 14th was Relay Luca, 15th was I think, I can't remember, I'll have to read it out when we're in the lineup. And my DualShock 4 battery level is low, what a shame. So personally, I think the race winner here will be, who should we say? I'll go out on a limb here and say the race winner will be a Skelos. It's a big call for him, but there's a lot of people supporting him in the comments currently, I can see, but unfortunately, never mind, I can read that. Skelos too good for you. Skelos the GOAT. GOAT Skelos. That's what he's been called. Even though I'm butchering his name, genuinely, I feel like I don't actually know what he's called. Anyway, I used to be his teammate, so I'm allowed in Class D. Saying he's gonna win. So anyway, I'll run through the grid here. Here we go. So Stewart is first, and Fox Blue is second, close behind. Abrasive third, Billy 4th, 5th is Eon Dunn, 6th Goat Skelos, 7th Guna, 8th is Evan, Razi is 9th, next in 10th in the half, rounding out the top 10. Then we'll check the tyres actually. That's we're checking gap, never mind. Tyres, Finn starting on the mediums in 11th. Relay Luca also starting on the mediums in 12th. The other McLaren teammate just behind him, Sale, on the mediums in 13th. Bree Elliott on the mediums in P14. ACS, the other Aston Martin, down in 15th on the soft compound tyre. Should hopefully want to get past in front of those medium runners quite fast. RPM, and the only driver starting on the hards. Reaper starts 17th on the soft, and I was lying. Hammer is actually starting on the soft, the hards with RPM here. And finally, running off the grid is the Williams driver P19. Unfortunately, don't have a full grid today, and obviously the pit stop strategy here below shows the medium people starting on the mediums to pit lap 13, and the people on the softs to pit lap 10/9, I think it was. Personally, I'd go for a soft, medium, soft, and use the middle stint to go for longer, and it would be quicker to do a soft, medium, soft. But I think these drivers will make the right decision at the right time. As a very slow moving formation lap here for some drivers, as a very slow moving Stewart seems to be not wanting to let anyone warm their tyres. And unfortunately I can't put a Skelos in a lobby by himself. There you go, there's another predicted pit stop strategy for the people on the softs to go soft, soft, medium, and soft, medium, medium, but change the pit a lap. Reduce it by 2 laps. Anyway, here we go. Stewart will line up on pole here with Fox Blue just behind him, even though Abrasive is in front of him, but we don't look at that. Billy lines up fourth behind the Red Bull. He has a good shot of overtaking Abrasive here with a slipstream from Fox Blue. Also, I mean, Abrasive got a slipstream from P1, so he'll be one to have a go around the outside. Eon Dunn as well lines up fifth, then it's got a sixth, then obviously we run back to the grid. Who is still lining up? Last driver. That's who lining up. So then here we go. There's 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights, and away we go here. Oh, mistake on the start for Fox Blue. It's going to let a lot of cars behind him capitalise. He's trying to go the way Skelos is trying to make the move there. I can see in the green. Abrasive takes the lead. Stewart's moved down a place. Billy's moved up. Eon Dunn's moved some places up. Obviously, Fox Blue has fell down. Finn making good. And there's a crashed Aston Martin. I don't know who that was. That's a AC there. I think I'm just trying to look at where the drivers are. That's Guna running right at the back now with no front right end plate. Now we're trying to, who are we going to get on board with now? I don't know what happened down that crash. RPM side by side, and so the cars behind him, and the hard runner trying to contest the medium runner here. First place is actually taken by Abrasive. I already got a second now. And no, unfortunately, Skelos is actually down in 18th. I thought there was ASC there, but it's a Skelos running in 15th. Broke his wing, misjudged a braking zone perhaps, and is running in 18th, and it's going to be overtaken by Sail Racing. He's going to have to pit and pray for a safety car as he gets past there. As Reaper using the slipstream from RPM to move up into 12th, and someone else is contested. It's the Williams driver who kind of finned himself out there by trying to dive down the inside. The door was closed from Finn there. I don't think it was really an option for him to go around the outside. I mean down the inside, and ACS makes them move into the braking zone here on Nexton here. Are we keeping it clean where we are? I think, don't know what's going to happen here though, on the inside. Oh, I think Nexton just keeps his position, keeps his position there. Very close there, very close from ACS. I think he's going to attack again? Nope. ACS seems very eager to get this place though. Has to be doing everything he can to defend it here. DRS is opened on the start of next lap, I think. She's saved from the DRS this lap. Just depends what ASC setup is for this race. As there's a spinning Alpha Tauri on the track, that's Eon Dunn losing it there. Must have took a bit of curve. That's so unfortunate for him. That is not a virtual safety car, obviously. If he retired and disqualified for driving in the wrong direction, Eon Dunn. Gutted. Absolutely gutted from him. So unlucky. So unlucky. That's why we need human race directors F1 2022. I should be the race director. That's what it is. Anyway, ACS has dropped back a bit from Nexton here, but Nexton doesn't have the DRS on the next straight unless he gets in the 1 second. Which I think he hasn't done here, so he won't get DRS, and it's going to allow ACS to attack here. And the braking zone was obviously quite short, and there's a running wide of a Red Bull there. I think that's Finn. Finn has a 10-second time penalty for seen track limits actually. Reaper is also close. Fox Blue is close on Billy. Reaper's close on RPM. Goon is making move. I mean, Goon is going up places because people pit. ACS is close on Nexton, which he was trying to get the DRS. It'll be a bit sticky for him if he can't get the DRS here, but he does, luckily. Relay Luca also looking to get in the DRS at ACS here. As Reaper actually makes the move on RPM there with the help of DRS. As we've got two Fox Blue, who is I think going to make an attack down the next straight, coincidentally, with Billy being DRS-less. and Fox Blue getting a good exit out of there as well. I think it will be an easy pass, and there's a spun Williams driver there as Fox Blue makes the pass on Billy there. Billy, oh, never mind, he was going to the inside to defender from Evan. So now he has to ward off Evan's attacks as well, because he's quite close with DRS. But I think it's okay. He's saved. Who is close here? RPM trying to get his place back from Reed Elliott, I can see. Evan wants to get into fourth, which to add to more of Billy's problems, which is only one, and it's currently Evan. And there's a yellow. That will be maybe be a safety car. As Lucas spun the same place I spun on Tuesday, which is so unlucky. We better see it here. So what he's done, he's gone up here, maybe taking a bit of this curb, maybe don't take a bit of that curb. If chucks him out, he goes onto the curb. His car dips down and slides off to the left, and obviously retires. Unfortunately for. You can see him on the right, can you? Well, he obviously DNF'd on the right. just in front of that black board structure. But now that's going to move everyone up a place that was below him. Currently, Evan is going to try and make a move into the braking zone here of turn 1. Can he do it? He's not using any ERS at the moment. I think he might just make a dive, or at least stay behind. He lets off the throttle a bit there to stay behind Billy. Probably for the best. As Blue Fox is trying to make moves on Stuart, Billy's teammate here. I don't think that will happen. ACS is making moves. Will probably make the move here. Oh, never mind. I thought I was looking at the car behind. But now Aston Martin's one hope. Now Eskelos has crashed on the opening of lap 1. Very unfortunate for him. It's a lot of curb there. That could be the warning for how far he ran wide. Now Fox Blue is very close into the braking zone. Depending on his exit, he might be able to mount an attack. Oh wait, no, it's not that one, it's this one. As he's close on the back of Stuart here, very close, as he keeps following him. Doesn't want to spin out there in the dirt, yeah, because I've done that very close into the braking zone here. Now down the back straight, can he just do it with a normal slipstream? I think it's a bit risky unless he's going to use ERS. He doesn't. He's waiting for the DRS, being patient. And here he goes, he's going to make the move on Stuart. He does. Right in front of Stuart, it pays off. And we move back down the grid. I should move up the grid to Evan here. He's still trying to mount this attack on Billy. I think he's going to be too far away from Billy, unfortunately, to take a move here. He is. We go further back. We've got Newton here who's trying to defend off ACS here. Who are the close drivers at the moment? There's one quite far back. Here, the Alpine of, I assume Guna, yeah, I want to guess because I'm great at guessing. Guna is trying to mount an attack on the Williams driver of Reaper, I want to say. No, it's Frisch, even though I'm butchering his name. That's why I call him the Williams driver. Anyway, back up to the front where we have ACS, who was close, it looked on the map here, as he lunges down the inside. What a move! He just full on sent it, saw that opening, and it's worked for him. The only problem is now Nixon's going to be very close with the DRS here. It was a great move though to capture on camera like that. And he could really use a safety car, to be fair. I'm assuming we're talking about Eskelos. He could really use a safety car. Now dumping ERS. No, not even ERS dumping to keep Nixon behind. But a great move from ACS. Really trying to get those points for that were his teammate would have lost. The Williams driver getting a 3-second time penalty. I think everyone below Razzie could use the safety car, as Luke at least, as you would after an unlucky. Oh, too quick on the throttle there was ACS. I'm going to call him ACS, even though his name is ASC. As Guna makes the overtake on the straight, there, as they're right about that, puts him into P13, as it looks like the Williams driver misses the apex of turn 1 by a bit. As now the only driver with DRS, it looks like on this straight, I'm lying, everyone obviously got it, but next thing getting close on the back of ACS, still not giving up his hit up, and there's a Fox Blue spinning. No, that's such a shame. I think he was on to try and mount an attack on Stewart really soon down this straight, but it looks like Billy's managed to oh never mind, Evan linked it. Never mind. Anyway, Evan here now on the back of Billy. I think he's going to make a move. Never mind, diving into the pits is Billy to not get overtaken. Fox Blue doesn't go into the pits, he must not have damage. That's ACS overtaking Fox Blue, and I think next to him, oh, Fox Blue just before the braking zone moves all the way over to the left to cover off the next to him. I don't know, we'll have to see about that one. I don't think he could, I don't know. Anyway, Fox Blue's now coming at ACS here. This is giving him plenty of room, which is good. That was ACS's moment to cut. Oh, taking a bit too much dirty air, I think there, and he rides the curb and takes a 3-second time penalty. ACS there. As now it's Billy pitted onto the mediums, puts him in P12 behind Razzie, who he'd be hoping to dispatch on this straight. And I think a decent-ish exit, no not really, but he had a very poor exit there actually, from turns 10, from turn 10, not turns. We let off, I was looking just to see if we'd do that, let off up the very fast hand Fox Blue corner, obviously Luca spinning there in Division 6, and Division 6 actually took a lot of casualties there. Anyway, lap 9 sees a pitting of Reaper, ACS, Fox Blue and Stewart now. Did Billy undercut these guys? All of them. He didn't undercut his team, but he undercut the rest, but I think he was in front of the rest. And Razzie trying to defend best. Oh, almost getting the switchback maybe, can he? No, not enough speed. Taking to Billy, but and obviously Billy also gets the DRS there. So he makes the move on Razzie. Now his teammate at the moment are in P2 and P3, with all the drivers in front yet to pit. And now I was going to say Razzie's going to try and mount an attack on Billy, but I think Billy will be swiftly out of Razzie's attacking range. Oh, way through on the back end there from the Williams driver. I think he's looking to see an accident very soon. Stewart now on the back of Hammer. No, not really seeing much of Hammer. He's riding a bit under the radar, not really making any overtakes, just chilling, trying to make his strategy work of being on the hard tyre. Could pay off for him. At the moment he's going to be overtaken by Stewart, as now in P1 goes Aurelia, and we'll see if he manages to stay out another lap after this. It'll be his first lap led in a race since, I want to say, Division 5 Brazil. As Hammer, no, just as we were talking about him, spins out of turn 2. Oh, damn it, and that is a full-on safety car. Skelos back into this race. As you can see, the wreckage of Hammer there as he spun out of turn 2. So unfortunate now. Now it gives Elliott and RPM brilliant stops. Brilliant really for Elliott to pit. He'll be eager to get that now. Depending on the delta speed at the moment, it looks like he will lose approximately 12 seconds, which will put him P6, which seems to be a great net result at the moment if he's above those drivers. I really want to see where he comes out. Actually, might be a bit more than 12 seconds. Yeah, I don't think he's either pit crew getting out that fast, unfortunately. But it's just a good thing for him. He goes onto the hards. He's doing a one-stop strategy here today. Is really it. So if he can keep up with the bunch, it might be really good for him. As he comes out in just ahead of Nexton. Aces and really side by side. Who's going to get this place? I think it must have been ACS there. No, never mind. It was Realia who got the place to the exit of the pit lane. Who was ahead? Because I think it's whoever's ahead at the end of the pit lane line goes. Obviously, there was some controversy that between Carlos Sainz and Sergio Perez at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, but I think it was figured out between them. So this puts Skelos back into the race, who is on the mediums, and I'm assuming he's going to go medium soft. I'm assuming his tyres are new. Yep, new mediums. So he'll be going medium soft, I assume, or maybe even taking his mediums all the way to the end if he can. Brace is still in first, Stewart in second, and Billy in third. Now we're just missing Fox Blue and a Skelos in the top 5, I think it was. Obviously Fox Blue spinning, manages to not destroy his wing, and stayed in P5. He didn't lose that much time, he just spun out and managed to get back on the track. This is also a very short safety car. These people can get back, and also I'll be back 1 second. I'm gonna go get a drink. Thank you for waiting for me, guys. And obviously, now the safety car is only perhaps will be in this lap, I assume. Got a very nice canned beverage that I had downstairs. So to sprint down the stairs, grab that, sprint up the stairs. Finn currently placed in 16th. Unfortunately, he didn't manage to get past the safety car, so he is net 16, but on track he he would like to think he's P4. He'll get away with blue flags here, I assume, at the end. As I predicted, the safety car's in this lap. As Abrasive decides, heating his tyres very aggressively on the start here. But you can do that on wheel. Stewart just waiting for him to set off at any moment now. Will he do it this corner? He does decide to. Sets off that corner there. Does anyone predict Finn getting away with the blue flags? Razzie losing a lot of places. I think he's having issues with his wheel. Must have there. That's so unfortunate for him. As RPM tries going around the outside of Nexton here. Put on the brakes a bit so he couldn't manage to get it. And maybe he can actually come back at Nexton with the ERS. As Fox Blue goes up and Nexton misses the braking zone. But manages to still cut off RPM. No, they're still side by side going into this. And Nexton had to relinquish the position. Really bumping over the curves a bit there. Fox Blue manages to get up third place, and no, there goes who is that? I think it is the Williams driver spinning there after going over the bumps in turns 5. Sorry, I should really sorry. Billy is now in DRS with his teammate, but I don't think DRS will be enabled until the lap after this. So they'll have to use their ERS to get away from each other here. There's a big line behind, but Skelos makes the pass on repos. There we go. Woo. Go Skelos gang. Is here and supporting you as Skelos. You have this race now. You've just got to make your new tyres work against everyone else's new tyres, but I'm sure you're fast enough to do that. Currently Gunes in its next opponent as Sales is on the back of Razzie, and Razzie's on the back of Nexton, very close, and I guess you could say Nexton's on the back of RPM, who's on the back of Elliott very closely here. So I'm waiting for one number to get really low. Who can get the best exit out of this turn? Skelos taking a lot of curb there. Skelos. Razzie gets up through the same company, no for multiple warnings. Skelos staying close, doesn't lift through that turn there. As he's now looking to salvage this race, as Razzie is going to lose a position here to Sale, as DRS is now enabled. As I think Guna might be the victim here, just... Oh, never mind, it's the next straight, so... Who is the closest? Billy still looking very close to overtaking his teammate here. 4 attempts to stay there on the straight. I don't think he's going to do it with team orders and that. But someone who is going to make a move is Sale on Nexton here down the inside. No, he decides not to. Sale quickly moves to the inside to block any attack from Razzie, but Razzie wasn't actually going for it. Skelos is still behind Gunnar though. Couldn't make the move on that straight, I assume. But Guna wants to make the move on Razzie very soon as well. I'm assuming that Skelos would like to as well, as his tyres are really 5 laps older than everyone else's. Is Razzie, and he has a 3-second time penalty, which is very unfortunate. Fox Blue gets into the DRS of Billy as well, so that is going to be an interesting battle. Obviously, Abrasive swinging out in front with a 1.8 advantage at the moment, as you can see in front of Guna trying to get the DRS to get past Razzie. Well, he got the DRS, he just couldn't make the move, unfortunately. I guess we'll go on board with Sale, who looks like he's about to make an overtake now at the moment, doesn't it? It's just collision, wheel banging, but he gets back in front, Sale does, and with DRS. And now Razzie is making an overtake on Nexon, and I think he's going to make the overtake on Sale here with his extremely old tyres. He's making it work. RPM and Skelos are fighting for position up front. They're still side by side, still side by side, still side by side. ACS gets the DRS, so he should pull in front. Can you see anyone in the background going side by side? We'll have a look. Doesn't look like it. We got a very nice aerial shot there from Razzie. They're going 3 wide. Oh, Nexton just goes out of the way, moves out of the way to avoid a collision with Guna, I think, and then that gives Skelos the place up. This camera is absolutely beautiful. As on Razzie at the moment, as he's being chased down by a bunch of cars in the background. The safety car really opening up the race a ton. As in front, you can also see the gaps between everyone. From ACS leading a huge DRS train at the moment. RPM really looking to make that move. As you can see on the map, Evan really pulled away in the top 5 in a league of their own, really. As Fox Blue rounds his corner, Stewart in playing the perfect team role, I assume. I assume this is his fastest, but I also assume that Fox Blue may be asked to slow down to give his teammate DRS. As they go through wide, there's tunnel wheel banging, and it makes a double overtake. Fox Blue in that corner. That's so unfortunate. I think Fox Blue, Billy tried being like asking his teammate he needed help. I think Stuart really should have pulled over to the right there. That's a great overtake from Fox Blue though, making the best of the opportunity. As RPM overtaked ACS, so he's leading a massive DRS train, and I mean massive, as the barely any gaps between all the drivers here, as Razzie was literally touching the back of Rielik, pushing his car along. ACS gets a 3-second time penalty here. Sale is also literally on the back. Finn gets a 3-second time penalty at the back. Sale's still behind though, doesn't go for the move. Stuart and Billy looking to get back, trying to get back to this place now. Abrasive really is really in leave zone. Abrasive event. Really, this is his event at the moment. Sale's going to go down the inside? No, decides not to. Here, I'm trying. Let's get a view of this again from above. Obviously, I don't think we can get much from Reaper's view. Sale passes ACS. There, you must have done that with ERS. I'm trying to really see. It doesn't give me a good camera to look above. Down the inside goes Guna on Razzie, but Razzie holds position. Now Skelos is trying to make a move here on Guna. I don't think there's going to be any diving down the inside, but up ahead you can see Ree Elliott. They're side by side with Razzie. Skelos really pushing to get in front of Guna now. Oh, takes a lot of curb there. Really actually rotates his car probably in a positive way there. Fox Blue's still in front of Billy and Stuart though. ACS now leading his DRS train again due to the fact that he's dropped off the back of Sale and RPM now. Sale now is as a retirement. Is that Hammer? No, it's Finn. Finn crashed and causes another safety car event here. Who darts into the pits? No one, I don't think. Never mind. Evan darts into the pit. The top 4 stay out, locking the tyres of Sale there. All the drivers pit now, or a few of them if you're trolling, I think, if you're not going onto softs right now. Personally, I think everyone pits. Yeah, even some double stacks here, I think, for the Alfa Romeos, really. And Haas's double stack, Williams double stack, I think. Yeah, so did the never mind, Eskelos stays out. The only driver not to go in was Eskelos. I don't think that was the best move, and everyone else went in Eskelos, unfortunately. But I like to see your plan. I think the rest will. I think the top 4 are safe though, because obviously they're top 4. But Eskelos is stuck in this no man's land at the moment, which he doesn't want to be in, and everyone's going to close the gap to him very soon, as soon as that delta is turned off. Oh no, really? I don't know. Maybe it actually will be okay to pit this lap and not lose many positions. I know. Yeah. So there we go. The top 4 pit. Abrasive stays out. Abrasive stays out. What? Why has he done that? The Mercedes double stacking. Actually, I just realised now. Both going to the mediums. Eskelos stays out. What? What are these two doing? A throw in? No way. What? I'm baffled, man. I have no clue what's going on at the moment now. Stewart drops down a place to the double stack there. Drops below Evan. Throw in. Okay, I'll be back in a second, because assuming everyone's pitted, please, so I'll be back in a second. As I am back. Sorry, I just went to the toilet, as I've been waiting for quite a while. As I was to say to go in, as never mind, and Billy goes down the inside of Eskelos and Fox Blue there, making up 2 positions, trying to get around the outside of Abrasive as well. No DRS, Eskelos is pushed off the track there, maybe by Fox Blue there, but 2 places made there from Fox 5. Absolutely so sorry, guys. Pretty wide in turns 4. Really, it's the victory there. Eskelos pushed on all the way to 10th with that mistake that he's made. Next in defending ACS here, the 2 Guna and Reaper fighting for position here. Billy looking to make the move on a abrasive here. That's a crazy opening lap there. Scarlett's really not making it work here. Abrasive also looking for maybe a challenge for not pitting. And he's being challenged at the moment by Billy. Billy sends it down the inside, as any driver would at the moment. And Abrasive just can't really do anything to hold it. Billy obviously lifts off as well. He also lifts off. DRS is the only thing saving right now, and Fox Blue is obviously going to want to get past Abrasive as well. So he's following Billy. There's a bit of a gap between Evan. Stewart's making the move down the inside on RPM here, thinking he can still get a better exit. Wheel banging there, push. Never mind, there's space on track for RPM. Moving down the grid, Nexon and that's ACS. That's ACS. Just spun out of the last turn, unfortunately, for him. And obviously moving up a bit. Sale has moved himself up a place. A bit of battling between Stewart and RPM there. Ooh, thinking about going down the inside. RPM was there. Misses up his exit a bit. I think. I don't know. Unfortunately, the Aston Martin driver of ACS retires and he leaves, which leaves Skelos down in 10th, only getting 1 point at the moment, being attacked by the drivers behind him after not pitting and having a very unfortunate collision with Billy here. And Abrasive still now 1 second out of the DRS range of Fox Blue. I don't know what he was thinking with his strategy at the moment, but we move, and Evans now probably could have taken the position a bit better there, but Abrasive is just in front now. Now Evans will have to do some pushing to catch up with Fox Blue and Billy, who is going to have a top 2 battle, Mercedes versus Red Bull-esque thing here in Bahrain for the last 7 laps. As obviously there's a huge DRS train, but I think DRS will be enabled this lap, so it'll be on the next straight after this lap. They can use it. As Evans going to try and make the move on Abrasive. Can Abrasive with a switchback maybe? Just can't. No, he cannot, I don't think. We don't know. I looked. I don't know why Abrasive didn't pit, as Skelos and Nexon are battling for position side by side at the moment. Skelos obviously on the older tyre here, trying to get around the outside. Nexon forces him wide, and he has to relinquish that position as well. Very unlucky race for him. But I don't know. The safety car came out, so he couldn't pit the lap of the safety car because the top 4 were already past the pit lane, but everyone else could pit because obviously they were behind him. Oh, as there's a collision between Stewart and Abrasive there, as their bit of mistakes going to the turns 10. The Williams driver retires, unfortunately, there. I think he spun out. As now, Stewart's trying to give it everything to keep up with Abrasive here. Abrasive on the 12-lap old medium tyre, so it shouldn't be that hard to pass him. Reaper's on the the hards, 33 seconds behind everyone. RPM looking to make a move on Stewart as well, the DRS, and probably Abrasive as well if he can do it. Fox Blue in the DRS of Billy. Billy swings all the way over to the right. Back into the middle. As Stewart obviously passes Abrasive. Abrasive very close to his back wheel, but couldn't defend that one. He's finding it extremely difficult to defend on these old tyres. Razi is trying to get past Sale as well. Who else is that battling? As RPM was side by side with Abrasive there for a bit and has relinquished. I think he was on the outside going to turn 5. This is going to turn into a mess for Abrasive really quick because his tyres are not abrasive and aren't taking this track too well after not pitting. I think that's the right words I used anyway. Anyway, Evan 2 seconds behind everyone. Stewart hoping to make a move on him to get the final podium place. As Nexon side by side with Re-Elliott going into this turn. I made the exact same move on Re-Elliott in Division 5. And also Skelos following next to him through there, so probably good move there as that puts him into a final points place. As now it's RPM's turn to attack Abrasive here. Abrasive to the inside, but I don't think Abrasive is going to be able to keep up. I think he's just got to defend Sail. As RPM, great corner from him to be fair. He's caught a lot to Stewart, and RPM's also going to be battling for this final podium place if he can help it. And also people that are going to be battling for the winner. These two, Billy's has managed to stay in front of Blue Fox this lap. Maybe Blue Fox is just waiting. Both ERS is decently high. One to defend and one to attack. As Abrasive is close on a back of RPM now. As next on, as Skelos managed to get past next in there, as obviously they cannot get DRS in the car in front of these two, because these three actually, should I say? Oh, it's these four-ish, and because Razi is just 4.6 seconds ahead. Huge train though here, from 8th to 4th. I think Billy knows they're both similar pace, so it's not worth really overtaking just to lose the position the next lap, but we'll see what he does here. No ERS. Billy using ERS. Very close. Anyone making any overtakes? Doesn't look like it. They're all following each other through at the moment. As I say that, Nexton decides to go extremely deep into that corner, trying to battle a Skelos, and he gets double overtaken there. It's very unfortunate on his end. Goon has got damage, unfortunately. Oh no, he's just quite far back in the grid, unfortunately. I know he was having a really good race until the second safety car came out, I think. That's a brilliant view. I like that camera angle. As you can see there, the huge train here and the smaller train of these three cars fighting each other. As we've got 3 laps left now of this race. Everyone in this train's ERS running desperately low, except from RPM, who I think is going to wait for Evan to try and mount an attack on Stewart here and then try to follow him through maybe. As now we can see again coming onto this lap, Billy's going to swing over to the right, is he? No, he decides to stay there. But look, Fox be laying off the throttle again. He's literally waiting for the last lap to make this overtake. He's literally playing with Billy. Playing with his prey, you could say here. As, oh, I don't know what camera to be angle to be in here. This one. As a Skelos and Re-Elliott takes a place from a Skelos here. Skelos going to try to fight back with DRS. I don't think he can. Trying to get the switch back, which he can do though. As they're now going to go side by side. A Skelos on the inside. Evan crashes no on the curb. Re-Elliott squeezes him. Evan isn't out, but doesn't Evan have wing damage? As Evan's getting in the way. It's about here. Skelos almost hit again off track for the 3rd time this race. As he goes into the back of Evan. Re-Elliott just survives there. We'll have a look at his car. Evan does not have damage, but he's getting overtaken here for the DRS of a Skelos. Now he's joining in this battle, but he's a very fast driver, so he might be able to clear Skelos and the others quite quickly. As the other two are well ahead here. Just does he make the overtake now? Is Billy going to slow down to try? No, look just playing right now, weaving on the straight. as RPM decides to uses all his ERS stored and makes the move on Stewart now. Can he can Stewart fight back with his 14 ERS? I think he's going to try to. Oh, I thought about the dive, but he flicked out a bit too fast. The car was unstable there. Better for him not to come in. Doesn't want abrasive or sail coming in this lap as the Williams driver leaves. Now obviously abrasive on that 17 lap old tyre on the penultimate lap of this race. So that's interesting. He didn't put under the second safety car, and you can literally see the degradation in his tyres here of his what is it, camber angle I think, or toe window out. As Fox Blue's very close on like a Billy now, literally waiting to that last lap to make the overtake, which I think will be this lap. He should make the overtake, and we will watch that. RPM gapping Stewart now. Stewart really trying to get to him. Will be in DRS range, but I don't know if he can catch 8/10 on the straight. But he will definitely give it a shot, but maybe on the next straight as well. As Billy gets overtaken by Fox Blue here on the final lap of the race. Billy is now going to have to try and come back at Fox Blue has 70% ERS, and he's going to off like the wind. He will be. Can he do it? As Skelos and Evan are fighting side by side here. No, one button, no, what am I doing? As Evan's pushed really wide, Skelos side by side. Skelos loving the wheel bang in this race. They're still side by side getting into these turns. Oh, it's Ree Elliott with a move. 3 wide in that turn. Is Ree Elliott going to be a victor again? Skelos gets pushed wide again. He goes down into 11th. That's so unfortunate. We move on to Billy. Billy's just can't keep up with Fox Blue at the moment with all that ERS he's got. Really pushing it now. I don't think he's going to be able to get that P1 place. But there's other places up for grabs, like Ree Elliott. Oh, bit of blocking there from Evan, getting his elbows well and truly out. Can Ree Elliott get past him there? That's the question. Abrasive wants to also get past Stewart, but I don't think he's going to do so. Fox Blue with the fastest lap of the race here, finishes P1. Billy P2 in the final podium place, being taken by RPM there to finish 4th. To finish 3rd, and Ree Elliott doesn't manage to get in front of Evan, unfortunately. Skelos stays in front of next to get the final place, the final points for Aston Martin, finishing in 10th with a little celebration turning there. As then Reaper will cross the line very soon. But that's a great race from Fox Blue there, and 20-second time penalty for Skelos for ignoring yellow flags, but I think it was his bot, so, and assuming it was after the race is finished, so I assume that'll be taken off. So he did finish in P10, but it's a great race from the guys. Really enjoyed watching the battle at the front and the battle for the midfield, really, between all those drivers. I say in midfield, RPM was racing in 8th, and then he's what, 3rd now, so great podium for him. Abrasive, strange with the strategy. I think we'll be questioning that for a long time, as to why he didn't pit. He was 8th or 7th, I think. And obviously a Skelos with a tragic start and then a tragic restart for him. But then here we go, the Fox Blue and Billy on the podium, joined with a Ferrari on the podium, which is long overdue here. And just a brilliant race from all 3 of them. And obviously can't forget about all the retirements, unfortunately, that came in their race, like Luca and Eon Dunn, Hammer, Finn. Oh no, Finn didn't. Hammer, really, Eon Dunn, and that's it. So it was only, oh no, there was a lot of the Williams driver, then the Aston Martin of ACS, unfortunately. Finn, Hammer, Luca, and Eon Dunn are all being just crashing out or actually disqualified in Neon Don's case. Anyway, it was a great race here at race 2, season 3. It looks like it's going to be a very competitive table here all race long if we're going to keep getting races like that. The top 5 maybe in a league of their own, but definitely 6th to 11th and 12th was so unbelievably quick as well, as you can see by their fastest laps, all very, very similar. So yeah, be very good to look at their next races and what they'll put on show for us. Obviously, extremely fast from Abrasive, who pulled ahead at the start, and obviously the safety cars unfortunately didn't play into his advantage for not pitting. But I don't know why he didn't pit. I'm sure we'll be wondering that for a long, long time. But anyway, that's all from me here. As the race obviously is finished. Yeah, don't really know what to say. This great race, and I'm sure, unfortunately, I missed Jeddah, but I'll be back here for the next race in Melbourne, Australia, next Thursday. So make sure you tune in, and if you haven't already, please go into the link below the Discord. And obviously, if you want to join the league, you can, and I'm sure it will put you into a great division where you can race on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, or on Mondays if you prefer to do GTR. Yeah, and obviously please subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed my commentating, which I assume you didn't, because I'm not very good at it. But thank you for watching anyway, and this is going way longer than it needs to be. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next Thursday. Goodbye.